I won't forget when Peter Pan came to my house, took my hand. I said I was a boy, I'm glad he didn't check.
Hello again, and welcome back to my cozy conservatory for another episode of The F Word. I'm your host, Lilac Vanguard, scholar of feminist studies. I was just learning about the ways Black queer feminism is the answer to, well, most any of our world's problems as far as I can see. Google Charlene Carruthers. I'm thrilled you could join me again for this episode, and I would love to welcome today's guest. Please, tell us who you are and what you do in the world.
Hello there, Lilac. My name is Sarah Mell. I am the education coordinator at the UVM Women's Center, and it's really great to meet you and to visit your conservatory. More than ever right now, my work, which focuses on the intersections of gender and other identity markers and how those play out in our experiences of the world and power and oppression that we might experience as a result. Now more than ever, that conversation's important, right?
Simply fascinating, indeed. And I wonder, you do look quite a snappy dresser today. I believe that's an ascot, yes?
As someone who identifies as a woman and as genderqueer, I love to play around with gender markers and gender presentation a lot. And some days you'll see me dressed like I am today in a suit with an ascot because, again, even though I'm quarantined at home, one can still look nice on a conference day.
Ah, a conference. And what conference was that?
It was supposed to be the 15th annual Dismantling Rape Culture Conference at the University of Vermont today, and I helped to plan that with a bunch of really awesome colleagues at UVM and some community members who are pretty badass as well. And unfortunately, we didn't get to do it because we're all in quarantine because of COVID-19.
That is unfortunate. I do like a nice dismantling. But perhaps you could help our guests better understand what exactly a conference like that does.
That's a really good question, Lilac. The Dismantling Rape Culture Conference exists as a space that centers the experiences of survivors of violence and recognizes the interconnectedness of oppression, the ways that violence manifests in communities that are disconnected and that base themselves upon white supremacist, patriarchal, capitalistic norms that are actually creating more harm than they are connection. So we seek to manifest joy and to find what the counter narratives are that we can hold up. What are the radical, queer, feminist, cutie BIPOC kinds of revolutionary thinking and experiences that we can hold up as examples of how we all dismantle that system that holds us back from really knowing ourselves and one another in positive and whole ways.
Thank you for that enlightening insight into your work. I wonder, when you're not taking down the man, as it were, how else might you occupy yourself?
When I'm not dismantling rape culture through conferences, I also like to dismantle it through a lot of positive sexuality education. So I've been talking about sex and relationships with folks for the past 15 years after I was trained at Planned Parenthood of Northern New England. Shout out to Katrina McCarty, my trainer and mentor in that work, and have really loved creating spaces where folks can talk about sex and relationships in ways that they haven't before.
Oh, Katrina, she is a pip, isn't she? That's quite a lot of sexual talk. I wonder, is there any population you find yourself most drawn to in this work?
Particularly, I love hanging out with and talking to 18 to 24-year-old college men.
Well, that's not exactly what I expected you to say.
I love hanging out with our fraternity brothers here at UVM and asking them to start thinking about the ways they've learned how to be men in the world and the ways that they've learned how to be in relationship in the world. Because we don't necessarily hold up a lot of great options for folks of any gender to show up in this whole connected way that we talk about.
Excellent. Yes, I too love a nice chat with my students over a cup of joe, as the kids say.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing, is thinking a lot about those kinds of things during COVID-19. I also have been reading a lot. I am reading Octavia Butler, just like you, so that's cool. And I'm also reading Charlene Carruthers' book, Unapologetic, which is about Black queer feminism as the model we all need to be embracing to unlearn the negative capitalistic behaviors that are showing up through COVID-19 and to really radically transform our culture and society. You know, just light things like that.
Well, you are ambitious during these unprecedented times. Are you finding ways to de-stress as well?
Yeah, I've also been juggling a lot because it's fun and it's good practice and it gets me not looking at screens.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by to educate me and my audience about your work in the world.
So thanks so much for hosting me here on The F Word. I'd love to see other folks' videos when you have a chance. I hope that you're doing well in quarantine. You're looking great, especially that new haircut of yours. I really dig it.
Oh, my. Well, you'll make me blush, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Here's to The F Word. Thanks so much for hosting me. Stay safe and wash your hands, Lilac. Oh, and say hi to Lavender for me. Bye.
I will do just that, Sarah. Thank you for thinking of her. What a wonderful first guest, wouldn't you say? Just lovely. I do hope you will drop in for a visit sometime soon and share a little bit of your story with me. Now then, perhaps I'll try that juggling bit Sarah mentioned. Just have to get my balls. Ah, yes. Here we go. Goodbye.